Hey everybody. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about a podcast interview I was just on that should be coming out at any moment. It's with a woman that has a similar philosophy of life that I do. She is Laureen Quick, and she interviewed me on something I have in my background all the time. Dream it, then do it. If I could ever get this, there we go. Dream it, then do it. Right? So she asked me some cool questions, and I thought I might highlight a couple of those, and then I thought I might tell you a little bit about how I think that this relates very directly into cool stuff that I'm actively doing right now, and maybe inspire you to do one small step toward your big dream. Remember, it's big dreams, small steps. Okay, so I'm going to look at a couple of the questions. I'm going to look down and read them, and then I'm going to go ahead and answer them. And I would invite you to watch the full interview, which I will include a link to. So yeah, let's see. If someone is standing at the trailhead of change, but unsure where to step, what's one small brave action they could take this week? So that was a question I was supposed to answer. And when I was getting ready for the interview, I said to myself, well, holy smokes, if this was my person, I would actually ask them that. What is one small brave action that they could take this week? So I'm asking you that. The first question is, when you're at that trailhead of change, what are the prizes and punishments? Like, what do you really want deep inside? Because it's all there. The only reason you're not doing it is some version of fear and how you believe it needs to be. Now, how you believe it needs to be, such as, well, I've got to make a living for my family. Okay, that's fair. We all do. We all need to make a living for our family. But here's the truth. We don't need to be stuck doing it the way we're doing it now forever. Like, you're doing it now the way you're doing it now. And when you carve out a little time to think about how else you might do it, or maybe join a group or a mastermind or get a coach or talk to a good friend or some combination of those things, you can start taking steps toward a brave action. So now, actually, I'm not going to give you any more questions. That was enough. This will be too long of a video otherwise. So there's an example of dream it and do it. Now I'm going to bring you over to something that I thought of in 2017, and I am taking beautiful proactive steps right now. I have been in this back and forth ever since then, and now it's 2025, so what are we at, year 8? And hey, sometimes things take time. In fact, I knew Beacon of Light Center would take time. When I drew the building, I wrote the year 2040. And I got challenged by that. Like, why so far in advance? And I said, well, because everything takes time, and I'm busy working and, taking care of my family, and I'm doing it all by myself. That was when I was doing it all by myself. And I need time and space to be able to do the things, It may be 2040. I'm hoping that it's going to be before 2040, because that's another 15 years. And I'm hoping it's more like closer to 10 years. So right now, one small step I'm taking is I am, I'm actively getting involved in women's circles. In fact, I went to a new moon circle last night, and that was really cool. And I announced Beacon of Light Center. I am actively going to be visiting women's circles, retreat centers locally, and then eventually, abroad, to consider what Beacon of Light Center will be. For right now, I am the only employee of my dream, Beacon of Light Center. But since 2017, I've taken a lot of proactive steps. I bought the property I live on, and that I always thought about that as Beacon of Light Center sacred land. Let's see, I had a Green Goddess retreat in 21. I had an opening in 22. I changed my company name from EPS, Efficient Productivity Systems, to Beacon of Light Center LLC in 22. Started taking money for it in 23. And then most recently this year, let's see, what did I do that was big? I joined the conspiracy with Michael Bungee Stanier with the express purpose of creating this. I decided to ask my forever man, Michael, who's part of the Beacon of Light Center, an important part of Beacon of Light Center, along with my son, Kellen, to create the spiral in the backyard that then became a circle. And for my birthday, October 4th, I had the first ever, I led a circle, which I had never done. So I'm making steps and I'm doing things, and I'm so proud of myself. And I'm really slowing down to take it all in, and I feel like that's really important. I reminded myself the other day that 3 years ago on my birthday, I got this amazing drawing from one of my clients at that time, my really important clients at that time. It says, "See my joy, feel my love," with the world here, and that's me. And that's me on my bridge down the road with mountains in the background. And there's the bridge, and it says, "I am the beacon of light." And, you know, I don't even know what to say. You let me share something really special to allow me to come on your bridge, your Beacon of Light bridge, if you will. I think the name is so cool. I don't think I can capture all of your magic, but this drawing is my try. I hope you like it. It is a representation of my eternal prayers for you. It is also a celebration of your launch of love and a birthday gift. I pray the healing energy of your heart is received far and wide. I'm not the only one that can do this stuff. But what I'll say is, if I can do it, I know for sure you can do it. Because there's nothing particularly special about me. I'm a woman with a dream. I'm a woman that believes that what we see outside isn't our reality forever. It's our reality today. So what small step will you take? What tiny, small little step will you take on that trailhead to change? Over and out.